prominent minister in Jacksonville passed away after a fight with cancer. Garry Wiggins was the pastor of Evangel Temple on the city's Westside. He served there for more than 4 decades. He was 67 years old. News4Jax reporter Aaron Farrar spoke with his son, who explains what kind of legacy he believes his father leaves behind.
God says, I have good plans for you.
Garry Wiggins, a fiery and passionate pastor of Evangel Temple on Jacksonville's Westside. To Jordan Wiggins, who has been an associate pastor at the church for 13 years, Garry was not only pastor, but dad.
He was a phenomenal friend to so many. He was a counselor, he was mentor, he was dad, he was granddad, he was hunting buddy, fishing buddy.
Garry died last Wednesday after a 3-year battle with an aggressive form of cancer.
Friends, there are no mistakes with God. There are no happenstances with God.
This is the first sermon Garry preached after that diagnosis, the same sermon that played to the congregation in his honor today, the first Sunday since his death. Jordan says his dad's faith and his vision for reaching the next generation never changed, despite sickness.
So he was passionate about souls, passionate about people coming to know the Lord. He was passionate about people hungering and longing for the Lord.
Dean Hollingsworth became friends with Garry almost 30 years ago, before even knowing Garry was a minister. Hollingsworth was Jordan's T-ball coach.
And he would just make you feel loved, like important, you know.
Garry served 45 years at Evangel Temple, many of those as a co-pastor with his father, Cecil, the last dozen as senior pastor of the church, leading thousands of people through the doors over the years. Jordan and Hollingsworth say Garry not only loved the church and the community, but he practiced what he preached.
So we saw what faithful ministry, a faithful pastor looked like, which brought inspiration to our lives.
And I had an empty spot in my heart because I knew his heart. That was his heart. He loved us, loving on the community. That's who Pastor Garry is.
Garry Wiggins' celebration of life service will be right here at their church on Wednesday night. He will be laid to rest on Thursday. Reporting on the West Side, I'm Aaron Farrar, Channel 4, the local station.